Now you go to negotiate your offer. The reality is, this is similar to hiring your soon to be ex wife's attorney to represent you, right? So, what I mean by that is simply this. In today's video, I want to talk about the one mistake that I see happen all the time when you're looking to buy a home. And it's also the one thing that I would absolutely, under no circumstances, do. Let's prep you, don't make this mistake. Hey guys, this is Rod Moser. I'm a broker owner of NextHome Navigator here in Salt Lake City. I've been a real estate agent for almost 25 years, and I want to talk to you today about the one mistake that I see a lot of people making under the new rules with the National Association of Realtors and the way that commissions are being paid. The mistake is this. I'm going to save a little bit of money by going directly to the listing agent, and I'm going to represent myself when I go to buy a home. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I totally understand why this mistake happens a lot, and you can download the forms. In most cases, it's a fill in the blank. It's really pretty easy to go through and fill out a purchase contract to buy a property. The reason that I recommend never doing this is you feel like, hey, if I go in and talk to the listing agent on the property, we're going to be able to cut out the fee that I would normally pay a listing agent. Well, there's a couple of things that you're going to find out really quickly, and you might be okay with these things, and this isn't the biggest problem. The first thing you're going to find out is that every time you want to go see a property, you've got to call directly, schedule an appointment. The person that you talk to then has to call the seller of the property to get an appointment to go out and see it. Then that person's going to take time out of their day to go show you the property, and their job is to specifically get the most amount of money for their seller. Now, getting appointments may not be that challenging, but it is a little bit of a headache, and it's going to take you a lot more time, a lot more energy, and you're likely going to have to work around somebody else's schedule. But it can happen. Oftentimes, if you're working with an agent who you've already worked out an agreement to make sure that they get paid to help you to purchase a property, it's going to be a lot easier. You make one phone call, they schedule 5 or 6 properties on your schedule, they go out and show them, they handle all the behind the scenes work, and it becomes really easy. So that's the first thing you're going to find that's a little bit difficult. But the reason that I would never recommend doing this is you go in and you start to have a couple of questions. The first question a lot of people ask is, well, what's the value of the home? Well, let's say they priced the home at $500,000, and maybe they left room in that price to be able to cover the commissions for a buyer's agent and the commissions for a selling agent. You go in and you say, hey, can we cut this price out? The next reason that I think this is a bad idea, and probably a bigger deal. So you're already limited in when you can see the property, which properties you can see. You've got somebody who's coming out, taking time out of their day, out of their schedule to show you the property, yet you have no intentions of paying them. Now you go to negotiate your offer. The reality is, this is similar to hiring your soon-to-be ex-wife's attorney to represent you, right? So what I mean by that is simply this. Let's say you've been married for a little while, you realize this isn't working out. You decide that you're going to get a divorce, your spouse goes out and finds an attorney. Well, you think, well, I'm going to save a little bit of money, so instead of going out and hiring my own attorney to represent me, I'm just going to use the guy that she hired to help make the process a little easier. There won't be a back and forth. It's going to make it a little bit simpler. Well, who do you think that guy's really representing? Your best interests or the best interests of your soon-to-be ex-spouse? That's a similar situation that you're going to find by going in and working with the listing agent in helping you to put together a transaction. The real reason most people hire a real estate agent has nothing to do with helping them find a home. The real reason that most people hire a real estate agent is to help them make the best decision on that home. You may go through this process 5 or 6 times in a lifetime. Maybe if you're moving a lot, or if there's a reason that you have to move every other year or every couple of years, you may go through it, gosh, on the high side, maybe 10 to 15 times in your lifetime. Yet this real estate agent, if they're good, has probably sold 10 to 15 homes over the last 6 months. They're going to be able to help you choose the right home, make sure that the value of the home is a good value and that you're not overpaying for a property. They're going to help you make the best decision when it comes to negotiating inspection items and a few different things like that. Yes, you can do it on your own, and you might be able to save maybe 1.5 or 2% of the purchase price, but the risks involved in doing that are much greater than 1.5 or 2%. So the one thing that I would always recommend you avoid if you're looking to save some money on commissions is going directly to the agent who has been hired by that seller to help them get the highest possible price for their home. Guys, don't make that mistake. Reach out to us if you're curious to know other tips, other tricks to making sure that you can effectively save money, especially under the new NAR regulations and the new ways that commissions are being paid. Guys, follow this page, like it, share it with anybody that might be going through the process. Let's make sure we get you educated with the best ways moving forward under the new rules.